Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So today we're going to talk about GW501516, also known as Cardarine, as the ultimate performance enhancer. But before we get into that, I have to reiterate, I am not a doctor. Anything I say in these videos is for your entertainment purposes only. What you do with this information is completely and utterly up to you, and I am not advising nor condoning you to use any of the things that we discuss in any way, shape, or form. So, let's talk about Cardarine, the ultimate performance enhancer. Why do I call it the ultimate performance enhancer? I'll say this slowly because it's a little tricky. It is the enhancer for your enhancers. So what does that mean? So steroids are obviously performance enhancers, SARMs performance enhancers, HGH performance enhancers. So you take one of these and you are obviously enhancing your performance. But when I say GW501516 is an enhancer for your enhancers, what does that mean? Well, imagine taking what you're already taking to enhance performance to an even higher level by taking Cardarine. How? Why? Why would you? Well, many reasons why. One, no side effects. You're not going to endure any side effects with it. Non-suppressive, no estrogen conversion, no toxicity, things of that nature. Okay, that's great, fine and dandy, but why are we just throwing things in here and adding them? What exactly is it going to do for me? Well, this is taking you to a whole entire different level on so many fronts. Let's talk about the performance base before I talk about the side effects that it can actually mitigate. With Cardarine, as I've discussed, you have the ability to build your VO2 max to levels that you could never dream about doing on your own without its help. Meaning that your capacity to do more and more and more will grow exponentially throughout your time using it as you push yourself to new levels and new heights, expand that VO2 max and continue to build upon it. Well, the expansion that you're going through, like I said, you could never do on your own. So think about this. Maximum output would then translate to maximum gains, right? So if you're able to go to new levels and then reach new levels based on your output, which means your capability of doing more and more and more. See, people forget muscular endurance. We're talking about weight training here. When you think of endurance, most people, not all people, but most people, they tend to go through, I can run longer, I can do cardio longer, I can do this longer, which is true, of course. But they forget about muscular endurance. So what muscular endurance, what's the big deal? Well, when you have the capability to recover back quick in between sets, supersetting, things of that nature where you're resting 2-3 minutes in between sets, now you're kicking like 30 seconds, you're not tired, right? You're able to do more. You're able to push longer, you're able to push harder, you're able to recover faster. Would that then not translate to bigger gains, bigger capabilities, almost more motivation even? I mean, even playing tricks on your mind, going, I can do this more, I can go longer, I can go harder, I can get this out of it. The days you don't feel like doing it, well, maybe you do now. Maybe because you feel more capable, because you're bouncing back so quickly. And for people like me, for example, that are cardio athletes that already do extreme amounts. Well, I'm a 10-mile-a-day guy, and when I'm on, Cardarine, I can even tell the differences, my times, my distances. I mean, I'm regimented. I've been doing this like over a decade running like this. And then when I see a change, I know the smallest change. So imagine if I get a semi-drastic change on something I've been doing 10 years or so. Man, you can see it. Well, imagine if you're a weight trainer, for example, or bodybuilder, and you don't... The gains, you're not going to make the kind of gains that you make as you go on and on and on and on, but imagine the capabilities of being able to do more and then possibly getting more out of it, taking yourself to another level. That's huge. Now, beyond that, what about the ability to lower blood pressure, to lower cholesterol, to increase metabolism? That's all capabilities that GW501516 has. So especially if you're on cycle, cholesterol gets hit with any steroid, basically. Blood pressure likely too. So imagine being able to mitigate those in the process. Imagine, like I've discussed, when you take GW501516 with something like Tren that can kill your cardio training. And some people still want to continue to do a lot of cardio, especially when they're on Tren, in a cutting phase. Well, imagine having your capabilities back. Imagine not having to suffer from the cholesterol and blood pressure issues so badly with Tren that you do, or with oral steroids, adding that to, your all-in-one protectants that you're taking to protect you. See all the possibilities here and why I call it the ultimate performance enhancer? Because it takes you to new heights in so many aspects and so many regards. That's the thing. That's why it's an ultimate performance enhancer. It's not just something I say because it sounds cool. It's because it's a fact. All right? It's not something catchy. It's a fact. Now, you can't run it year-round, okay? You need to cycle on and off. I know I said there's no side effects, but there are, stagnation problems where you might get your body, gets used to it and you want to take time off of it. 12 to 16 weeks, 20 milligrams a day. It's perfect. Take 4 or 6 weeks off. You can get back on it again. So it's just like anything else. You don't abuse things. But if you implement this in, it can take you to brand new heights. It really can. So then I get the question of where do I get it? Because there's so many fakes out there. My recommendation, esarms.com. It's just the letter E, sarms.com. Place I can actually tell you has real true quality. So there you go. I gave you the place to go as well because I get that question all the time. I might as well just tell you. That's where I recommend, where I have the comfort of telling you I am confident that you will get what you are actually thinking that you're getting, and it will be the best. So there you go. That is Cardarine, GW501516, and that is the reason why I call it the ultimate performance enhancer. So that being said, www.iSarms.com/forums. I'm also in the evolutionary forum as well as the elite fitness forum. You can also email me, Dylan@iSarms.com, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.